What's up, guys? It's Shawn Myszka from Explosive Edge Athletics in Edina, Minnesota, coming in regards to our last installment of our Quick Jump Tips video series. This one will be a wrap-up. What I'm going to try to do in this one is try to put all the pieces together and tie it all together so you can remember some of the things that are definitely important when it comes to the training for vertical jump performance. Over the last 8 videos, I talked a lot about a number of different factors, little things that you might not have thought about before, but they can all become small keys to the overall lock that you're trying to unlock here. The biggest thing is that I gave you a lot of different factors that may or may not be optimal for you. Some may dramatically impact and increase your vertical jump performance, and some may impact you to a lesser degree. In any event, what we were trying to do is increase or enhance the working effect of our jump-specific sport tasks. And we do this through increasing or enhancing not only our biomechanical efficiency, but also our neuromuscular efficiency as well. But there's a couple different things that I need to talk about today in order to make sure that we fully tie this together. And that's the little things that go in regards to your attitude and the things that you're applying in your actual training. I don't want to imply through any of the 8 videos that anything is going to come easy. There is no magic pill. It's all going to take effort. It's all going to take hard work. It's all going to take heart, and it's going to take consistent effort. You're going to have to focus on those little pieces day in and day out. It's not just going to come overnight. In addition, it's going to require a tremendous degree of focus, not only to enhance or get greater degree of central nervous system stimulation, but also to have a constant awareness towards the little pieces that we're talking about so you can fully understand how it's impacting you directly and if you're making improvement in that regard. Beyond that, it's also going to take consistency. We know by now that experts take repetition. It takes hundreds of thousands of repetitions to do something right over and over and over again. We want to make something automated, we want to make it involuntary, so it's a motor response and behavior that occurs without you thinking about it. It is then and only then that the movement and the little factor that I had pointed out is going to become optimal. Beyond that, I think it's important to piggyback on that thought. We need to try and choose one factor, at least as my recommendation, to choose one of these factors at a time, so we don't have a greater degree of paralysis by analysis, if you've heard that concept or that theory. Paralysis by analysis simply says that you overthink things, and then the whole motor response is going to happen in a whole lot slower fashion and not in the speed and magnitude that's going to be required when you actually do the movement or perform the movement in your sport-specific task. Beyond that, I want to take it another step further. I think too often when people hear me speak in regards to some of these little factors, they start to feel that there's one perfect form and technique that's going to work for everyone. And that's simply not the case. There is no perfect form and there is no perfect technique that's going to work for everyone. Just like there's not a specific training program that's going to work for everyone either. We're all individuals. We all have our own individual strengths and weaknesses. So some of these factors are going to impact you to a different degree than it will your buddy. I'm not Michael Jordan, nor can I jump like he can, and nor am I Kobe Bryant or LeBron James or a number of different individuals. I'm me. Is there a one optimal jump performance from a technique and coordination standpoint? For me, Shawn Myszka, absolutely yes there is. And there is for you as well. But it's not necessarily going to be the same as every other given individual walking the earth. It's all going to be dependent by certain factors such as your genetics, your level of trainability and the room for adaptation that you have, as well as your existing strengths and weaknesses. Again, there will be optimal technique and coordination for you as an individual, just like there will be for me. Okay? How do we keep an awareness of that? Well, first and foremost, we need to do frequent testing. And when I say frequent testing, I'm talking about something in regards to different jump styles or different power characteristics and qualities. We can do that through squat testing or testing on a number of different resistance training or strength training methods. We can do it through pure vertical jump testing in a number of different styles, whether it be a run and vertical or a static or a pause or just our pure counter movement. And we can get to see exactly where our qualities and strength qualities and power qualities are at that given moment in time. Technique is never a constant. It's constantly evolving and constantly changing based on your training. But we need to have a quantitative measure in order to get that. So whether it be with our Vertec or our jump mat or our myo test or our force plate, we need to have a constant awareness of that. Not only do we need the quantitative, but we also need the qualitative. And that's where video analysis and videotaping comes into play. I'm a firm believer in videotaping nearly on a weekly basis, if not a training day-by-day basis. And therefore, we can look at the little factors that I've been talking about, see how you're kind of working with that factor, and if that's something that you need to make improvement on. By getting both the qualitative with the video analysis as well as the quantitative with the testing, we're going to be able to keep a constant awareness and analysis of where our assessment needs to take place or where our assessment is of those given strength qualities and power qualities, all of those things that are impacting our jump technique and our jump specific skills, and therefore the coordination that we have accompanying to them. I hope this video series helped. There's definitely a lot more different directions that we can go, and we'll probably address that in the future. Anything from one-legged jumping and how that impacts to any other factors that definitely will come into play. So if there's questions and concerns and thoughts that you have, please feel free to drop us a line. You can reach us at explosiveedgeathletics.com. Reach me directly at Shawn, S-H-A-W-N, at explosiveedgeathletics.com, or you can reach us here in Edina, Minnesota, 7375 Washington Avenue South, right down the road from Minnesota Vikings Winter Park headquarters. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, I hope we were able to help, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.